Hey guys, just read the chapter 1059 spoilers for One Piece, and oh my god, my brain had a mind explosion. Like, there's so much stuff revealed in this chapter. Like, it's like even more than the Wano stuff. Like, I'm so excited for this new arc, but I really wanted to make a quick video on it because I really wanted to get some One Piece content out for you guys. Because that Dragon Ball video has been taking a crap ton of time to edit, but it'll be out soon. And then this video will be out right after or before. But let's just quickly talk about this chapter. Let's go. So I'll give you guys a quick summary of what happened in the chapter. At the start of the chapter, we get some Marco and Luffy, where Luffy has arrived in Sphinx. But before all that, we see Marco on the red-haired pirate ship, dropping him off at Sphinx. This is why Shanks was there in Wano, but let's be honest, he was also there to promote the new film Red, which I will be seeing and reviewing on this channel, so subscribe for that. But Marco and Shanks asks Marco if he wants to join his crew, and then Marco basically says, I don't want to join your crew, I'm too good for that, I can't do that, I have responsibilities. And then Shanks goes, nah, we did not need you anyways, and then Beckman just says, nah, we did, don't lie. And that's why I love Beckman, that's why he's my favorite character. But after this, we see a present time Marco talking to Luffy on Sphinx, where basically both of them are talking about Ace and the Paramount War, was it? Yeah. And they were kind of like, Ace, thank you for saving Ace. They're just like thanking each other. And then Marco tells Luffy that if Ace saw how far you've come now, he'd be shocked and incredibly happy for you. And then Marco flies off with this amazing exchange to Luffy, saying that this is your era now. Go forth and become what you want to be. And it was so nice to read. Of course, some people I know for a fact on Twitter are gonna be like, this was like so little. Like, come on, we wanted more. Like, you gotta understand, like, it's never what you expect. And I really like this because you understand, Luffy and Marco have never talked to each other because after the Paramount War, they didn't talk to each other. Marco was doing his own thing. He fought Blackbeard, and it was a whole thing. So let's be honest, they didn't have time to talk, but they finally did, and I loved every single second of it. Now we move on to the more juicy stuff of the chapter, if it wasn't already juicy enough. But we are back on the Amazon Lily Island, back to when they said they were going to abolish the warlord system, and how we saw basically Hancock saying, like, I don't care because, I'm beautiful, no one can harm my island, no men are going to come over here, except for Luffy, of course. But we see this, what happened now, and it's really cool. So we see that there's Kobe there, because we did see back then that he was on the Sword's ship. That's the organization Sword, and they were asking what Kobe's doing. He said he's gonna go to the Island of Women, being Amazon Lily, to capture Boa Hancock. And Kobe is there, and he's there with a ton of pacifistas. Now, it is weird for me to see Kobe at such a high standard, because of course he's a captain. It's not revealed if he has a higher rank now. I'm assuming he's still a captain, but I think it's awesome to see this little young kid that we saw back in the start of the series, even in Marineford, where he was completely crying, now being such a boss, pulling up with pacifistas and just like saying, I'm gonna take down the Kuja pirates. Also, we do find out about Kobe in this chapter, which we'll get into in a minute. But before all that, I do want to say that Blackbeard does show up in this chapter with his whole crew, with Katarina Devon and all those other crew members, because I don't remember any of their names, but I do remember Katarina Devon because I like her devil fruit. But we do see Blackbeard pull up in his ship to Amazon Lily. Of course, his signature laugh, which I will try to replicate. There we go. They pull up to the island, and basically he's monologuing, saying that he needs the devil fruit powers of Hancock, which I found kind of weird because, her devil fruit power is good for combat, because if you're going to remove the beauty aspect of it, it is still very good, because when you kick someone, it turns that spot where you deal damage to stone, which are very, very powerful devil fruit. But the beauty aspect, I don't know why or how Blackbeard's gonna execute that. So, do that, Blackbeard. I don't really know. Then we do see him go onto the island. Of course, everything, he's destroying everything, and it looks amazing. All these panels, Oda, bravo as usual. Like he's destroying everything, and he's trying to find, Hancock. Hancock is running away, and she's knocking out all the guards with her perfume femur, I think that's what it's called, and her slave arrows, turning all of them into stone. Blackbeard finally gets a hold of her, and by hold of her, literally, he grabs her by the neck. Of course, Kobe is there in front of Blackbeard. Well, we don't really see. I have not seen panels, but I'm assuming they're right next to each other. They're talking to each other, and Kobe says that you can't kill her because he needs the devil fruit. He needs to kill her, but he can't because she turned all of his admiral, comrades of the Marines into stone. And Boa says that if you kill her, even if you do get the devil fruit afterwards, you cannot turn back any other people she turned into stone. And she's turned countless into stone, Kobe says. And having her under our jurisdiction, she can turn them all back for us because we're gonna force her to. So that Kobe's right in this instance, because technically, if they find a way to make Boa Hancock just completely turn everyone back into normal, that'd be so much better. She'd probably turn people into stone that are really powerful. She has Conqueror's Haki, of course. I'm assuming she can use it, and smart thinking Kobe here. Of course, Blackbeard does say that he doesn't really care and he has no use for her. Also, if you're gonna ask how she is not using her powers while being held by Blackbeard, we do find out back in episode 206, chapter 100, and I forgot, I'll be on screen, where he fought Ace, that if he touches you with the Yami Yami no Mi, which is the black power fruit, it nullifies your devil fruit ability. Don't know why, but that's why Blackbeard's so strong. But she can't use it at all. He's crushing her neck even further, but then a guy with very powerful Haki shows up. That's what it said in the spoilers. And no, it does not come out there. I'll tell you who it is. It is Rayleigh. My guy, Rayleigh. I love this dude. He shows up and he basically tells Kobe, and Blackbeard backs off. And then Blackbeard tells him in an exchange that I didn't really like you. I don't like you at all. You're the right-hand man of Roger. But he says Whitebeard for some reason. I don't know if that was a mistranslation or I read it wrong. But that's what he says. He doesn't like Rayleigh. Understandable, I guess. So Rayleigh scares off Blackbeard with his Haki, which is understandable, but it's frickin' Rayleigh. And basically kind of just Blackbeard takes Kobe, and then we'll talk about that in a minute. But first we're gonna talk about the exchange that happens between Boa Hancock and Rayleigh. Rayleigh says that he's sorry he's late. Of course, he would fight Blackbeard, but he's too old, which was really, really in my mind was okay, you're too old, but you can fight the Admiral Kizaru. Now, I don't know if this means that Blackbeard's stronger than Kizaru, because I don't like to go into those type of conversations. But if he is, cool. Because at the same time, he did defeat Kizaru back then. He kind of just took a sword and sparred with him, I guess you could say. But don't really know. I'm not going to dive into that. But you guys can go down in the comments and do all that. Yeah, so apparently also who is there, Rayleigh did not come alone, as he always does. He is there with Shaki. Shaki is the person in the bar that everyone speculates. They're together, which has not been confirmed, but, sure. And Shaki, we reveal her, her true identity is revealed in this chapter. I don't want to go too much on it because I do have a theory that I want to put out. I don't think I'll do it, but I think I want to. I don't think I will, though. Because I have another one that I'm going to put out instead, which I think is way cooler. But Shaki's true identity is she was the captain of the Kuja pirates. She was a princess. Basically, she's the Boa Hancock of 2 generations ago. And that is cool. A lot of people had theories about this thing, which, if you did it, congratulations to you. That's pretty cool. Also, there are theories of her being in the Rocks Pirates, which I think would have been equally as awesome. Of course, still a possibility. She's just the princess of the Kuja Island, and she could have joined. So for those of you out there still holding on to hope, she probably still is. But I'm not gonna go too much into this. I'll maybe go in it for another video because we have the whole entire week to talk about this. Let's move on to the next thing that happens. So at the end of the chapter, it is revealed that Kobe has been kidnapped by Blackbeard, or the Kurohige pirates, as it says in the spoilers, and they go and you kind of just see like the Marines saying that Kobe, captain of the fleet of pacifistas and stuff, has been kidnapped by the Blackbeard pirates, and then chapter ends. So yeah, what are your thoughts on the chapter, guys? This is a crazy chapter, the craziest one before this, in my opinion. And yeah, I know there's been a lot of stuff happening in Wano post Gear 5, but I've never been this hyped about so many reveals since Gear 5. So those that happened like months ago. So what do you guys think about the chapter? Comment it down below. I know this was kind of a rush video. How many time we're on like 13 minutes. That's pretty good. But I never want to go over because it takes me a crap ton of time to edit. Because I did say this in the community post, but you gotta remember, guys, I do make all of these videos on my phone. Like, so much space is all the editing, and I don't like to just put a black screen and then make you guys watch it to the complete. No, I like to edit, like a ton of edits. So that's my editing is really good, but I don't have a very good device for it. So yeah, these videos do take time to come out. So what should you be expecting is either this video first, which I'll probably start editing right after I finish recording this, or the Dragon Ball video about, you'll see, but let's just give you a hint, it's about fusion in some sort of way. And yeah, you'll either get this first or that, but whatever. I'll see you guys next time, and peace out.